Discord in the Trading Voice chat very shortly. We'll do a little countdown, all right? Let's do a 5-minute countdown to Mr. Jordan Parker. Give him some time to get in the chat. All right, guys? You guys are the freaking best, dude. We turn up the music a little bit, get you guys hyped. For Jordan Parker in the chat, all right? I'm just gonna run to the bathroom again. I swear I'm younger than 45. I just have to go to the bathroom, okay? One sec. All right, traders. Do we have Mr. Parker in the chat? Here, I'm gonna send him a message. See where he's at. Let me just send Mr. Parker a message here. All right, how is that, guys? Talking to Mando Trading, all right? Freaking awesome for him to come on. That was great. Does anyone have a shot right now lined up? I want to do a shot with you guys. We're going to have Mando on again as well. He was real cool to have on. So much insight. Am I right? Who wants to do a shot with me right now? Techno Queen of Tesla wants to do a shot with me? Where's Queen of Tesla? Do a shot of water? That's fine with me. Okay, guys, as soon as this countdown is over, 55 seconds, I'm going to do a shot, all right, with you live. Woo! Let's go! Benji with the pear and the grape. Love that. All right. Probably going to keep straight until around 11 o'clock. Mr. Jordan Parker is trying to get his microphone set up for chat. All right. Guys, if you learned a ton from Mando Trading, can you post a 1 in the chat? Alright? Hit me with that 1. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shots! Ah. Woo! Oh, man. Woo. Oh, just did a shot of rum there. Takes a sip of tea. You guys are awesome, dude. Let me throw DayTraderGhost Twitter up here. All right. Bam. There he is and his beautiful babies, his beautiful wife. Alright, guys. This is Jordan Parker. Okay, please give him a follow. He's only got 56 followers. Can we fix that right now in stream? Let's go. Slap the ass, get the high. Mr. Slap, if you can get Deb or Rocket Catching Bob in here, that would be so dope, dude. If someone can get Deb in the chat, I'll drop 5 more subs. How about that? Alright? Let's go. Omega-3 Vitamin says 22 and then 1. Come on, Slap. You can do it. Slap, put a prediction in. Will Rocket Catching Bob join the stream? Actually, that's too hard. Put will Deb join the stream. Alright, Slap, do a prediction. People put their channel points in and kind of take a guess there. Still waiting for Parker in the voice chat. That's alright. I don't see him yet. Let me try that. Awesome. You've seen Parker before? He's an excellent technical analysis guy. Alright. Who's drunk right now? Is anyone completely wasted? Or stoned? Because I know Aztec is kind of a, you know, he likes the devil's lettuce. If you got a little buzz going, throw a 1 in the chat. Prediction! Let's go! Put your channel points in. I got a little buzz. Nice! Benji! Criddle, I'm so fucking high! Woo! Alright guys, put your channel points in. Will Deb join the chat? Alright? Will Deb join chat? That's what we're trying to find out. Can we get her in here? The more I drink, the hungrier I get. McDee's time after stream. Hell yeah. I'm like too high to speak. Let's go, Criddle. Don't perceive me. Slaps little tipsy. I love it, dude. What are words? Replying to Criddle. Thank you, old skew. We got 20 channel points for the Deb prediction. Can we get Deb here? 20 channel points says yes. Burma smile on, check mark. Love that. Someone say Junior Chicken time? We're getting JCBs in here or what? All I can think about is stonks. Let's go. Where's Mr. Jordan Parker? He's having some trouble. Mr. Parker having some trouble getting into the Discord, I guess. If anyone else wants to hop into the Discord, into the voice chat to fill the time, I guess feel free. It's completely open. I'm recording the Discord voice chat right now. If anyone wants to hop in. All I can think about was stonks. Probably had to save a life right before stream. Hey, man. Like, mad respect to Mr. Parker. He's a freaking paramedic, dude. He's saving lives. All right. Love that. Where's Trina? Trina hasn't been present all stream. Or Rick. You can't vote in the prediction. It might be because you're a mod, Queen of Tesla. That might be why. What you can do, Queen of Tesla, is hop in the voice chat and come talk to me live on stream. While we're waiting for Parker. I don't know what's going on with Parker. Yo! Let's go! We got Dev in the house! Damn! Woo! Let's go! We got Dev! What is up, Dev? This whole prediction is based on if you're going to join stream or not. So we better end this a slap because people can literally just vote yes now and they're going to win. Dev, what is up? How are you tonight? You missed Fearless and you missed Mando Trading. They were freaking awesome. This is a stream you're going to want to watch back for sure. Alright? We're trying to get my TA guy, technical analysis man, Jordan Parker on stream. You're watching soccer? I know you're watching soccer. I know you're a big soccer gal. Saturday Night Soccer, Dad. I know. I'm completely aware of that. And it's okay. It's okay. But if someone wants to hop in 100 crew and join the Discord, shrug. We got Techno Queen of Tesla in the voice chat. Let's go. If anyone wants to hop in the voice chat. Yo, what's going on? How are you, Queen of Tesla?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Oh, cool. Not much. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
We got Olskew here as well in the voice chat. Love it.
Wow. Nice.
What's going on, guys? How's your Saturday night going?
It's good.
Yeah?
It's good.
Having some water? Doing... Yeah.
And the weather's been picking up, so it's just been, honestly, it's only going to get better for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know what's taking Jordan so long to get in the voice chat.
Hey, you can't watch streaming lives.
Yeah, I guess so, right? So, where are you at, Olskew? Where's the weather nice right now?
East end of Toronto.
Okay.
Oh, you're in Canada too? Nice.
Yeah.
Are we all
Awesome.
Canadian right now?
Right.
I think a good chunk of us are, yeah.
Okay.
So you can see if on Calgary, right?
What's that?
Sorry?
Say again?
Techno, you said you're from Calgary, right?
Yeah, she's in
Yes.
Calgary.
Yeah. East and West Coast Canada represent.
Represent.
Alberta. Yep.
Let's go. Mando Trading in the chat with the fires.
Some crazy people.
We didn't have.
What's that? Go ahead.
I think we had some people from Nova Scotia too.
Oh, okay. Right on.
100 crew. Can't remember who it was.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So we got people over Canada. I mean, Jordan Parker, I see, is from Chatsworth.
Yeah, he just
Where's that?
sent me a message. He's getting denied from the Discord. It says everything is denied and disabled. So I'm like, what? What's happening?
Does he have to, is there like a, sometimes there's a channel where there's like rules that you have to accept or whatever when you join a Discord server before you can see the voice channels and stuff?
Well, I don't know.
Something like that here.
Maybe, yeah. He's been on before.
Oh. That's weird.
Show me a blocked microphone, but everything is disabled and says access denied. Of course it does. Jordan Parker, you're supposed to be like the energy here. We're supposed to do the after party with Jordan Parker, and he can't get on now.
Does he need to have like a certain rank assigned to him for voice channels or something?
I don't know. I'll make him an admin. We'll see. Is Deb still in the chat? Deb, if you're in the chat, hit up the Discord and hop in the voice here. All right. So we got Queen of Tesla live and Olsq. I don't even know if am I saying that right, Olsq? Is that how you say it?
It's basically a play on old school. I'm old as fuck.
I like that. I like that. So, how did you start trading, Olsq? We'll start with you.
I started a long time ago. I started more than half my lifetime ago. So when I was 18, I got into the usual stuff: GICs, mutual funds, index funds.
Okay.
And then I was tired of people taking my money, so I said, "All right, well, if I'm going to pay people 2% to manage money, why don't I just take the 2% myself and figure out what the heck they're doing?" So
right.
it's been a very slow, very passive grind. And it was only in the past, I think, 2 months where I learned about Lens Live. I just stumbled across it on Twitch, came across their Discord community, and it was great. And then Techno actually recommended you. So I started watching your streams, joining your Discord, and I thought, holy shit, there's so much energy that I'm missing here.
Yeah, right.
And I think in the past few months, I've learned more than I have in 15 years. It's
way.
So stupid how far back I was.
Wow.
I didn't even know what swing trading was. I
Bro.
had no idea.
I love to hear that. That means a lot, honestly. I really, really appreciate that. Let's talk to you a little bit, Queen of Tesla. How did you start fully trading? Like I said before, with Mando Trading on the line, I started with SPY, and I just throw money into it and just kind of wait. And then eventually, I found some guys on Twitter once I started my account that kind of got me into day trading. How did you start day trading?
Oh man, it was kind of unintentional, I guess. Like,
Right.
So I'm part of like another online community. Friends, like real life friends, actually, like local people, and some of them were like investing and trading and stuff. And in this group that we're in, there was like this thread that was made, and I think it was titled like "How do I buy a stock?" or something like that. And it was just like, it started out as this total new thread, like people that had never bought a stock before were just like interested in. And so I was like part of that conversation, and one of our friends, this guy, started posting about all of his like huge gains, like, and this was back in January.
Gotcha.
And so we started doing that, and it was kind of, and I actually only ever bought 2 games myself at 40, 70. I did buy a lot of AMC shares, and I did make a lot of money on AMC. So that kind of like, that was like the hook.
Yeah. Was that through the
like wanting to learn about how to. And then yeah, it's just the natural thing.
Gotcha. You're breaking up a little bit on us, Queen of Tesla. Just a little
shit!
bit.
I'm on my phone. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah. I was playing AMC too. Were you playing the Zach Morris calls? So like, I was in on AMC at like $4, and then we sold at $15. Is that kind of what you did too? Was that the hook for you?
I think I got in closer to like 6 or 7.
Gotcha.
But I did it twice. I actually, because it went back down to like 8 or 9, and then it went back up to like 15. So I think I did that one as well. Like, and both times I made a couple $1,000 because I took huge positions.
Nice.
Now I don't think I would have the guts to take that long.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear ya. What about you, Q? Did you play any of that hype on AMC or GME stuff like that?
Oh no. It was I think I was still too pessimistic to get into the hype.
Gotcha.
And you know, power to the people that made money off it. I always think that it's always too late if you hear the news.
Yeah.
I think I even this past week lost quite a bit because, again, I thought, okay, FOMO's kicking in. I'll just give it a shot. Nope, too late. Nope, too late. and then and then I learned, oh, it's because you can buy in. You just have to watch for proper dips and don't fall for bear traps. And I was like, so like bear traps is an example of something I only learned 2 weeks ago. And you doing things for a long time doesn't mean that you're good at it, right? I mean,
yeah.
It means you can still make mistakes, but for a longer period of time.
Gotcha. So, are you a day trader, OSQ, or do you swing trade?
I swing trade mainly, so I work full time, and
Gotcha.
really the only time I really have is I'll do the pre-market, and if I don't have meetings in the morning, I can do a bit of trading up until 10, 11. And then depending how my day goes, I'll try to see how the market goes from say 3 or 4 onwards, and hope that I'll get into post-market. If I find in post-market, you always get your ass kicked. I've yet to be successful in post-market.
I hear ya.
I would say like I'm probably a swing trader as well. I prefer swing trading. I do try to day trade, and I have done some day trading, but if I was able to choose, if the market was more forgiving for swing trading right now, I would definitely just focus on that.
Totally, I agree with that 100%. It's so
just
hard.
less stressful, I find. But it's interesting because some people feel the opposite way.
Yeah.
Like a lot of day traders, they feel like it causes them anxiety.
Right.
If I'm trying to flip stocks really fast, that gives me.
I mean, as a point of reference, if you talked to me last month, what am I buying? It's one of 2 things. There's something super boring on the TSX because there's high dividends. So Enbridge, TRP, Kiera, you're paying up to 10% dividends. I would just sit there and say, okay, in less than 7 years, I'll double my money back. And say, okay, in less than 7 years, I'll double my money.
Yo, I think Parker's in the chat.
Yes.
I finally got it.
You made it.
Yeah,
security is a bitch.
You got through it. Welcome.
Ever.
Hell yeah! All right, thank you, Osku, for the quick story there. I really appreciate that, and Queen of Tesla as well. We'll have you guys on live again very shortly. Would you guys like to come on tomorrow night on Sunday to kind of chat a little bit more?
Let's do it.
Sure.
Yeah, awesome. I love that. Congratulations, Queen of Tesla, on your moderator status. Osku, we're gonna have to hit you with that VIP status. Let's go.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have you guys on tomorrow night. I'd love to just kind of have an open dialogue with some traders from 100 Crew. I love that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Awesome. So we're gonna transition to DayTraderGhost here, to Mr. Parker. We have your Twitter handle on chat. How are you doing tonight? Mr. Parker? Hello?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I just got off work a little while ago.
Oh yeah, nice man. So like, what were you doing? Saving lives or what? You're a paramedic, right?
They ran a whole bunch of sick people. COVID's still floating around a little bit, so
yeah,
get some of those up.
Gotcha. So are you off this weekend or do you work this weekend?
Work. We're about like everybody else. We're down a whole lot of people, so everybody's having to work a little more extra than they're supposed to. So
Okay.
it's a little more busy. It's a busy season, I guess.
Yeah. Got you. Now, you know, I don't remember if I asked you this before last time you were on stream, but so you started over with $100. What is your trading strategy with a small account like that? Can we go through that a little bit?
Oh, initially it was more options play with a small account. It's because I could the profit potential was more so geared towards that smaller account, I guess, a smaller cash account. And then if I see something I really like for a day trade on equities, then I'll take that. But it's harder starting with $100 because if you're trading with $100, unless you get something just insane, man, you're only making, $5 or $10 on a trade. So
Gotcha.
I used options more so in the beginning, and that seemed to work better for me, I guess.
Okay, got you. So, is there anything you want to cover on stream tonight? What would you like to chat about?
Anything you want to talk about, man. I'm here for you. I'm here for Discord and for
Hell yeah.
whatever they want to talk about. We're good to talk for.
Love that. So let's start things off. What are you drinking tonight?
Blue Moon and orange. Blue Moon with some orange slices. That's my go-to beer usually.
Let's go. Love that. Hell yeah, dude. I'm into the Sapporos myself right now. I was trying these mixed drinks, these dark and stormies. Queen of Tesla loves them. It's like rum and ginger beer, stuff like that. So that's kind of what I've been having. It's pretty good, man.
If I don't drink Blue Moon, I'm usually drinking whiskey. I like Wild Turkey 101. I love some whiskey too. I just drink. I drink whiskey. I just drink it like water. I drink too much of it. It's on too fast.
Hell yeah!
I don't like to mix my whiskey. I like to drink it straight.
Yeah, bro,
it's a whole lot stronger than I
am. Do you like? So when I buy whiskey, right, I try to look for value in what I'm buying. I'll typically go for Jameson. Do you like Jameson?
I drink some Jameson. I like some Jameson.
Yeah. So are they an American company, Jameson? I think they are.
I think they're. I thought they were Irish, but I might be wrong.
Oh, maybe they're Irish. Okay, got you. I just find they're pretty cheap for like what you get out of it. Like it's pretty decent taste, right?
Wild Turkey 101's the same. It's like $30 or $40 a bottle, and a bottle will last you a good while unless you're really good at drinking.
Yeah, I got you. Sir, I just literally threw my phone across the entire room. So Jeff says they're Irish. Okay, cool. So I don't know. What should we do here? Do you want to do some kind of stock, or do you want to do a shot with everybody? What are you thinking?
Do some shots, and we can talk some stocks.
I don't know. Should we start with shots?
Well, it's Saturday night.
Hell yeah, bro! Saturday's for the boys. Type a 1 in the chat if you want to do shots with us before we talk about stocks. I know Deb's here. She's probably like rolling her eyes right now. We got a bunch of 1s. Benji, Olskew, anyone else want to do some shots with us? Type a 1. Even if we got 23 viewers in the chat. I freaking love Deb, dude. She literally cracks me up. Deb's so funny. Are you guys following Deb? Hang on, Deb. I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do you solid here. We're gonna take Jordan Parker off the video here. I'm gonna put in Deb. Let's get Deb going on the screen. What shot are you gonna do, Parker?
I'll do some Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey. All right. I hear you. Hang on. Apparently, it's extremely difficult for me to find Deb on my Twitter. Give me a second here. If you guys aren't following me, I don't even know how you got to this stream. So if you're not following me, give me a follow. Appreciate it. All right. Following 84. I'm literally going to scroll here until I see Deb. So, everyone pull your shots. There's Deb. All right, Deb, we're getting you on screen here. If nobody's following Deb, go ahead and follow Deb. She's got 526 followers. Let's see that at, let's get that to 800 tonight. All right. Let me, BF Hammer says, hell yeah, Wild Turkey 101. Let's go. He doesn't mess around. Love that. Like your banner, Deb. Parker, take control of the Twitch stream for a minute. Thanks so much for the follow. Mando Trading, let's go. You are legendary. Woo! Love to see that. All right, Parker, you're in charge. I gotta re-pour my my drink here and get a shot. All right, so you're in charge right now.
Make it a good one.
Oh, I'm making a good one, bro. You bet. Okay, give me a second. I'm leaving the room. So Parker, fill the air for me, please.
All right, we're in here. We'll wait on you. Anybody have any other questions that we can go over tonight while we're on here before 100 gets too hammered to answer them? I think he's already halfway there. Pillows. It's definitely super excited tonight. We'll give him that. That's a good thing. Everybody should be excited. I have no idea what he said he was drinking though. I don't know what that drink was. How do you balance your career and trading? Must be difficult, plus taking care of the little one. It really is. A lot of the times trading at work, it gets difficult. I've traded sitting at the station. I've traded stocks. I'm in the fire truck on the way, 2 calls, which sounds horrible, but it's not as bad as it sounds. I'm in ambulance. Not with a patient, never done it with a patient. I'm usually too focused on that, but I like to use Ameritrade, so I use their app to trade. A lot of times, if I'm in a trade and get an emergency call, I just go ahead and exit the trade. Unless it's a long swing, unless it's a call or a put option, I'll just go ahead and exit the trade then, or just set my stop limits and a buy and a sell limit and hope for the best. So sometimes it's hard to trade the fire department, but with kids, good Lord, I have 3 kids under 3, 2 twin boys and a little girl that's 1. So trying to trade with them sometimes get difficult, but sometimes it is what it is. Like if you want to be successful, then you just make it work, and that's kind of the philosophy that I go by.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. We love that.
3 under 3 is tough. It's tough, but I love it. I didn't know. I never knew if I was going to have kids or not. Once you have them, then it absolutely changes your life and it makes you want to do better. It's the reason that I trade, because it keeps me home more than before I was trading. So that's definitely the biggest plus. I don't usually do swings. I like to day trade or trade options. I've done some swings before, but again, it's harder to do the due diligence that swing trading calls for with what I do for a living. So I like to day trade. I like to trade on momentum. I like to get up early in the morning and see what's gapping up and find the news on why, and then make my decision. And swing trading is a great thing. It's something that I've never really done much of. I could probably do it. It might even be easier with the job that I do and the home life, but there's something exhilarating about a day trade that I just love to do. So
I love that. Do we have any questions for DayTraderGhost, guys? $100. What did you say you were drinking? What was that drink? You said it's something with rum. Yeah, so I was having, it's called a Dark and Stormy. I kept calling it a Story Daniels by accident, but I remember that's porn star.
Oh, Stormy Daniels?
Yeah. So, I was doing like a rum with, was it ginger beer, lime, and a little bit of bitters. That's kind of what I was having. But now I've just got Sapporo, and I have a shot of, I've got a shot prepared for anyone who wants to do a shot with me of Jaeger. Yeah, that's kind of it. Is Deb still in the chat?
Riddle, whether your parents believe you or not, I promise you that we do, and that's what we're here for.
100%, bro. Couldn't have said better myself. That's how they are, man, Mr. Criddle. They want you to, you know, they're just looking out for you. They know that trading can be dangerous to your account. They want to see you get a good job and do all that sort of stuff. But if you can prove to them that trading is going to provide for you and can provide for your family, then they'll completely accept it. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I proved to my parents that trading is for me. I showed them that I grew $100 into $4,000. They gave me a loan for $4,500 out of my dad's retirement fund, right? And so I've been playing with that, and you know it's been the world to me. Proving to my parents that you maybe don't need that job to support your family and all that stuff. The stock market is here to make you financially free, to show others and everyone that you can find a way. You know what I mean? It's all about equality with trading, right?
Trading is difficult, man. Trading is one of the more difficult jobs that you can do, but if you take the time to learn it, if you really put the effort into education, it is the most freeing job that you could have. You can do it anywhere, literally anywhere, but you have to take the time to educate yourself on it before, or you won't be part of the 10% that make it. You'll be the 90% that fail and quit and find something else. That the education is the biggest part of that, and the right education is even bigger. Following the right people, listening to the right advice, reading the right books, watching the right videos. It's a process. It's a very, very, any good trader that knows what they're talking about will really tell you that it takes upwards of a year to get to a knowledge position that can be profitable consistently. Anybody can get lucky. Anybody can follow somebody on Twitter and follow their call-outs, but that's not what you should shoot for. You should shoot for knowing why that handle or that trader is calling that stock out. That's where everybody wants to be, or everybody should want to be. I don't want to follow, get call-outs. I want to follow because somebody sees a stock that I missed, and I wanted to be able to look at that chart, say I see why they're calling that stock out. What I mean, like it's just
exactly.
It's difficult, but it's definitely worth it if you're willing to put the time into.
That's exactly
That's
it.
the hardest part.
So the reason I follow people is I try to see what the volume is, and I use that sort of as an indicator. That's how I use Twitter. It's more of an indicator for me than anything else, and I'll use that to find volume and to find where my next trade is at. Same with the Discord, stuff like that. That's kind of how I use those tools.
I haven't been posting much on Twitter. I usually just get on there and kind of read. I should probably start posting more than I do, but I like to see where people are looking at, because if there's a really good analogy I read about trading and traders. Is they use the analogy of kids playing on the playground, and you don't want to be the kid that's in the sandbox by himself. You want to be where all the other traders are at. And I understood that analogy of all the volume. At the same time, I wanted the knowledge of why were these traders who are veterans calling these stocks out. And I don't want them to say, I'm in at, $3.25. Well, I wanted to know why the chart said that they were in at $3.25. Once you get there, and then you can become consistently profitable. And that's what we're about. It's just being consistently profitable. And this Discord is there to help people get to that position. It's a hard position to get to. It really is, but definitely worth it.
Absolutely.
But I thought it was an amazing feeling. I realized that I could look at a chart, and most of the time, not every time, but a lot of the time I could see that I thought it was going to go one way or the other, and then being correct on that was just a really good feeling for me. It was a feeling of accomplishment. I'm still wrong. I'm still wrong probably 40, 45% of the time, but when I do a losing trade, I'm usually keeping it between 20 or 30 cents per share, and not $1 or $2 or $3 per share. That's where you get in trouble.
Exactly. I've got a quick question for Deb, kind of off topic a little bit. Deb, are you still there in the chat? I'm just wondering, what's it going to take for Rocket Catch and Bob to raid my stream? Just curious, what's it going to take? All right? She doesn't know. That's fine. We'll move on. He asked him what's his favorite kind of TA. What's your favorite kind of technical analysis?
So we talked about this the other day in the Discord. I like moving averages in volume, especially. It's reading Anna Cohen's VPA book has been massive for understanding volume price analysis was big. I like using moving averages, especially like the 9 EMA. I think we talked about this the other day. I posted a couple examples in the Discord, and it really is it truly depends on what you're trading. If you're trading, mid cap stocks, then TA works well. The 9 EMA or the 20 or the 200 or the 50, whichever ones that you find more accurate for you. And I think anybody that knows stocks knows that when it comes to penny stocks, there really is not a whole lot of analysis that's going to be completely accurate. And especially right now, you look at it and it's following the 9 EMA and or the VWAP and it's staying above it, and then all of a sudden it just crashes, no reason at all. And that's just penny stocks. But I love using the VWAP because actual institutional traders buy and sell as close to the VWAP as possible. So if I see a stock that has a lot of volume and it's breaking above the VWAP, then if the volume looks good and candles are matching my volume sticks, then we'll go in on that. It's falling below VWAP, then I know there's a better chance that it's going to be bearish and it's going to short it. But VWAP and the 9 EMA are bigger ones for me. I mean, momentum. I love to get in on momentum. If I can get in the right price, it's hard sometimes, but most of the time I can stop myself from chasing a stock. That was the biggest learning curve for me, was just
gotcha.
If I miss a play, I miss it. That not getting the FOMO and just knowing that 100% tomorrow there's going to be a runner. The next day there's going to be a runner. It's just finding them. And again, that's where, using Zika Pro or Trade Ideas or whatever it is that you like to use in Twitter or Facebook or whatever social media you're on, that's the big key. I think the hardest part for people is finding the right stocks to play.
Yeah.
Understanding that if you're going to trade penny stocks, then absolutely every indicator in the world could be showing you it's going in one direction, and then whatever reason there's a falling knife and now it's down $2.
Completely
crazy,
agree.
but that's penny stocks. So
yeah, that's how it goes. So does anyone want to do a shot with me right now? I know it's completely random, but I'm on a learning journey. Ida7, we love to have you in chat. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I made profits with recommendations. Love that.
I think the thing to remember is we're all on a learning journey all the time.
100%.
I don't think you're ever going to truly master trading. It's changes, you know, the market changes or sectors change or whatever, and the only thing that doesn't change is volume.
Yeah.
As long as you can follow the volume, that's the one indicator, the sole indicator that will never change is volume. So if you can understand volume and how it works with price action, then you're well on your way to being profitable consistently.
100%. Thanks, Deb, for joining us today. She's being summoned elsewhere. Thank you so much for joining us on stream today, Deb. We really appreciate that. We'd love to have you. We know you're very important in the Rocket Catcher Bob community. We love you, Deb. Please come back when I stream next time. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon, Deb. Maybe I'm trying to download Among Us on my laptop to play with Rocket Catcher Bob and y'all. That'd be a lot of fun, I think. Thank you so much for joining us, though. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Deb. LOL, okay. I don't know why that makes me laugh. You bet. All right. Thank you, Deb. I'll see you soon. 100 on a mission. Ask how often he goes short. I don't think Parker goes short very often, unless we're playing puts. Right, Parker? Do you go short?
Not as often as I go long.
Yeah.
I have nothing against shorting a stock. If you really understand trading in stocks, you have to have shorts. I know there are people who are anti-short and they hate shorters, but shorts are what keep the market balanced.
Yeah.
If you didn't have shorts, stocks would just continually go up forever, and it doesn't make any sense. So if I see something that, if I've looked at it in pre-market and I see a stock that goes out like 2% on correct volume and it's falling below a VWAP, or maybe it's falling below yesterday's closing price, then I'll shock. But if I'm like right now, you know, for this challenge I'm doing, trading more penny stocks because I only have like $500 or $600 or whatever I got now in this account. So from 100, so I hardly ever short a penny stock ever, because just as fast as it can blow up for no reason, it can shoot to the moon, and it's just not very safe to short a penny stock unless it just has terrible news, and a lot of times penny stocks you just can't short anyway. They don't have the shares for it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if I'm going short on something, it's going to be a put.
Exactly. Which is what I do too. I've made some good money on puts, especially with the large cap stocks. You can kind of predict where they're going to go. Right now, large caps is still following the rules of like patterns and what do you expect. Before in January, when small caps was kind of the big, their center stage, right? All the stuff you can expect with small caps is kind of what you expect with large caps right now. So I've been playing puts, I'm playing calls. That's where I'm making my money right now in options trading a little bit. A bit different than before. I think small caps will come back and I'll start playing equity again. But right now I'm kind of into options trading. Jordan, do you play any OTC stocks right now? Mr. Parker, are you there? Hello? I guess we lost him. All right. So, yeah, for sure, but price action VPA intraday is great because I'm Momo trade. Yeah, that's same with me, Mr. Slap. Big into the momentum trading, right? That's kind of what I do as well. Wouldn't people still sell shares for a profit and make a stock go down? I mean, yeah, I guess so. Does anyone want to do a shot with me? I've got one shot ready to go. I don't know where Mr. Parker went. Are you still there, Parker? Oh, he just left the chat. We're going to do one more shot here, guys, with you guys. Let's do a... how did I do that before? Yeah, Mr. Jeff, I haven't done the shot yet, all right? I have to send you a pic of what we had then. Hello, true. You know I've had a few when. Okay. Mr. Parker dropped out of the chat, so let's do a shot in 3. Yeah, I think he's having technical issues. 2. 1. And shots! Let's go! Woo! Damn! Oh, man. Did a Jaeger shot. Black licorice. Jay Parker says, stand by, internet fell out. No problem, Mr. Parker. If anyone wants to hop into trading voice chat in 100 Discord, join me on chat for a little bit. We'll be chatting. Who wants to be a guest right now? Let's go. Queen of Tesla, if you want, you can hop back on. That was fun to talk to you. Or Olskew. Anyone wants to hop in and fill the air while Mr. Jordan Parker sorts out his internet that I guess fell out. Brutal, dude. We're going for a little bit longer, guys. I'd like to go for around 4 hours, 30 minutes. Go to 11:30, maybe 12, and we'll call it a night. Alrighty. Turn up the music a little bit. Damn. Alright, Queen Tesla, no problem. Yep, Jeff, we'll be on tomorrow talking about stocks. We've got Olskew again, live. How you doing, Olskew? What's up, bro?
Not bad. Either getting ready for bed or McDonald's. Decide.
I love that. Can't decide. Yeah. Better McDonald's. Definitely McDonald's, bro. Yeah. You can't go wrong.
You'll get to a point where I used to. Do you still sleep? What's your bedtime these days? What is the latest time you'll sleep?
Bro, I usually go to bed at midnight or 1 a.m. and it's not my choice. I just can't fall asleep, dude. Like I just have issues.
Okay, so you're still. That's good. There was a point in my life where I was out till 1, 2, like 3, around the time right before birds start chirping.
Right.
But if you were to do that, if I were to do that now, I'd pay for it for the next 2-3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
And drinking only exacerbates that, right? So,
yeah.
So I want to go to McDonald's,
right?
But
so wait,
alcohol slows you down.
You're in Toronto, right?
That's right.
Yeah, me too. So what we have the luxury of is just ordering freaking Uber Eats, and we get McDonald's any time of the night, right?
True.
What are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking Signal Hill. It's a whiskey out of Ontario, actually.
Nice, badass, bro.
Yeah.
Love that. I'm having, so I finished my Dark and Stormies. I'm having Sapporo now. Japanese beer. It's high quality, man. I switched to Tesla. Oh my god, dude. I ignore everything I just said. You guys gonna rip me?
Is it working? Does Tesla have a beer?
Jesus Christ.
Is it working again?
Okay, give me a second.
We got Jordan again.
I had to reset my router. My internet went out for no reason.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have Olskew on standby. Apparently, I'm drinking Tesla beers.
Well, they're getting them charged. Hi-oh.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. We're at 30 viewers again. Let's go. I love this.
All right, I'll leave it to it.
Yeah. If you want, Skew, you can stay in the chat. Just put yourself on mute, and we'll keep talking to Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker, you can unmute yourself.
Right here.
What's up, bro?
Well, I have the internet, but I think I got it working again.
What's going on over there, bro? Where do you live? So you're in the States. Are you in like what state are you in?
I'm in Georgia, North Georgia, right at the Georgia-Tennessee line.
Nice, Georgia. Love it. Okay. How's the internet out there?
It was good until about 5 minutes ago.
I love that. So, what did you say you were drinking again, Parker?
A Blue Moon with some orange slices in it.
Nice, nice. So your wife's taking care of the kids tonight, or what?
I got one of them sitting here with me. He just does not want to go to bed.
What's his name?
Addicts, you want to come say hey?
Adam?
Addicts.
Addis?
Addicts, M-A-D-D-O-X.
Can you type that in the chat so I don't mess it up? Aw, bro. It's a future stock trader right there, bro.
That's it. Yeah, I'm going to teach him about that too.
Hell yeah, dude.
Much rather than do that than be a fireman. Much rather than do that.
You look at him, and that's the inspiration, bro, for making $1 million.
It really is, and that's why he's up so late. Is because I was on a 36-hour shift, and got home at 8 o'clock. Hadn't been home, so
bro.
So they don't want to go to bed yet. He's down here having fun with Daddy.
Damn, we appreciate you so much, bro.
Daddy, you want to play ball with me?
You want to play ball at 11:30?
Ah! My heart's melting.
He's got a twin brother that I'm pretty sure is upstairs asleep.
Oh, I got it.
Southern accent, can't hide it. Says Gold. Love that.
I think you were asking me about OTC. Did you ever get yours working with IBKR, or did you download Thinkorswim, or what'd you figure out?
I did not get it working with IBKR. They're very, I don't know, they have a lot of rules, IBKR. So I've been trying to think about downloading TOS, but haven't done it yet.
I think trading OTC is a little more expensive than just straight equities or options, but I know TOS. I don't know what other. I just use TOS, man.
Yeah.
I know that you can trade it with TOS.
I gotta be honest, bro. The alcohol has just hit me really hard right now.
We're pretty sure it hit you hard a little while ago.
What? What do you mean? Bro, I'm officially pretty on the tipsy side. Let's put it that way, alright?
I figured out a long time ago that when my face starts feeling numb, that is, I'm right there. I either have to stop or I'm just not going to. Or it's going to be a long day the next day. That's usually where I'm at.
Bro, let's go. Man. I'm literally so drunk right now. Alright? Not going to be honest. Gonna be honest with you. Alright?
That's what Saturday nights before.
Is that your son?
He found a T-Rex and now he's running around trying to eat stuff.
Let's go! I love that, bro.
You want to tell everybody hey?
Let's hear it.
Hey.
Is he shy?
behave?
Let's hear it. Oh my god. Bro! You know what I'm hearing, Miss Parker? He's gonna be richer than you one day. That's what I'm hearing.
I hope so. I hope he is. I hope he does 100 times better than I ever do.
Bro, he's gonna do 1,000 times better than you. All right, I'm telling you right now, from the honest truth of my heart.
One thing you ever want for your kids is to do better than you did.
Everyone follow Slap the Ask on Twitter. Twin that out. 100, what are you drinking? I'm drinking Sapporo with a shot of Jaeger, and boy, is it fucking hitting right now, dude. Man, I gotta be honest with you guys. I am drunk right now. All right, we had Mando Trading on. We had Fearless Trader. This has been the most legendary stream. All right, and now we're at the after party with Jordan Parker, and I am drunk. All right. Gonna be honest. I had a question. Does Jordan trade with Gary Trades during the day? That's for you, Jordan.
Trades. I don't know if I don't think I do.
Who's Gary Trades? Mr. Alex? Who is that?
Unless you're talking about Atlas. What is it, Gary from Atlas?
No, that I don't think so.
Oh,
is it Mystic?
I follow them. I follow him on Twitter.
Mystic has been like, for me, honestly, Mystic is like 50-50.
He's one of those. He's one of those that I like to see what he's calling out and then go look and see. I've had some success. Again, I wanted to. It's one of those again that is want to make sure I want to make sure I knew why they were calling out, and especially with Atlas, I'm in the Atlas Discord. I love to see what they're talking about, especially in the mornings.
Me too.
Get super excited. I don't take every trade that they take and all. Sometimes I do, either. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on, because I think a lot of theirs is, hey, they get in the morning and they watch it kind of all day long. And I try to get in something I think is gonna go up fairly quickly. I don't like being in a trade for more than 30 minutes to an hour. That's especially with my lifestyle. I like to find something that's gonna come in and out pretty quick. A quick 50 cent or a dollar move that I can get into. And I've noticed that a lot of Atlas trades are like an all day grind.
I hear you.
And I usually just don't have time to sit there right now anyway and watch an all-day grind. I set my stop loss, and if it reaches that, then I'm out of the trade and I'm finding something else. So
yeah, me too.
Not all of theirs is an all-day grind, but a lot of Atlas trades, it seems like they're getting in the morning and watching it all day, and then at power hour it's running up, and I just between work and kids, I try to spend as much time as I can with them. So I try to get done with trading by before lunch, and then I usually set my computer up and watch for any kind of alerts or a stock that's moving. If I do like an intraday or later in the day trade, but if I can get done trading in the morning, that keeps me from over trading. And
yeah, me too, bro.
That's just kind of the rules I've said. I don't want to overtrade. So if I can get done, not every morning you can do that, but a lot of mornings you can get in and out, and that's kind of what I shoot for.
Yeah, I'm usually done by 11 a.m.
I'm usually done by 10:30 or 11, and then after that, when I can, I'm watching to learn more about stock movements and. But most of my trading, I'm trying to get done by, like you said, 10:30, 11 o'clock, if I can.
Absolutely. Man, I gotta be honest. I'm a little bit tipsy right now. Slap the Ask. Can you put a poll up for who is drunk right now versus who is sober? I'd be very interested to see that. Can we just have 50,000 shares? Your trading goals being reached 1 mil. What's your personal goal, Jordan?
I don't have a straight monetary goal. My goal is my main goal is just to do this full time. So if I can reach consistently, and it's going to be really hard with $100 starting out like I did, but if I can consistently make 500 or so a day, and that's my goal. Because then I know that that's what, $250 a year, I think, and that's, or $150 to $250 a year, somewhere around there, and that's more than enough for my lifestyle to. I've been in public safety for 13 years now. I've been a fireman, been a paramedic, and my time in, so I'm ready to be home time and just trade. And if I reach $1 million or if I reach 5 million, great. But my personal goal is just to $500 a day consistently, and just do that full time. That's what I'm shooting. $1 million would be great. If I make $1 million, I thought that's great. But that's the goal that I've set for myself. So we'll see. We're working on it. Some days are good, some days are bad, and that's just trading.
Hell yeah, bro. We'd love to hear that. Let's see. Great advice. I just need to be reminded of this or I end up over trading. 500 a day, 200 working days equals $100,000 a year. Sounds pretty sweet. It says Old Skew. We'd love to see that. So, Mr. Parker, what is your day trading strategy? You get up in the morning. What's the first thing you do to the last thing you do?
So, I get up in the morning and I look to see what stocks are moving. I like to see a stock that's up 2% in pre-market. Then I want to know why. I look at the news, and if it's a stock that is just gapped up for no reason, I stay away from it. If it's one that has no news at all, it's gapped up, percent or $1, $2, whatever it is, I try to stay away from it because there's a good chance that's going to knock. There's just not anything on it. There's no catalyst. I want something that's up 200 or 2%, has a catalyst. Anything that's over 500,000 above the relative volume or relative average on the volume, and then I start to look and see. So I want to know where it closed out the day before, and then just look at the moving averages and beat where it's going to be at a VWAP. And then if it's a penny stock, I don't usually trade penny stocks in the first 5 to 10 minutes of market open, because there's no telling, no matter what it's doing, which way it's going to go. A lot of times I like that fallen angel strategy that we talked about. So a lot of times with penny stocks that are way up in pre-market, it may knock down, it may collapse there right at market open, and then consolidate usually somewhere around pre-market low, or then I'll watch it for the next ride up. That's generally it. I like to see what's moving in the morning and why it's moving, and then I'll pick 2 to 3 stocks and watch those. I learned early on that, thank you, buddy. I learned early on that if I try to pick 9 or 10 stocks to watch during the day, I'm going to miss something.
Hey, get water.
Water?
Or get water.
You want me to drink water?
Yeah.
Do I need to drink water?
Yeah, hey, for you.
Bro, I need your son right now. I got to drink water too.
Some more?
Hey, go give me some more.
Okay, I do.
That's generally my morning, is seeing what's moving and why it's moving, and then once I've done my trades, I try to do, unless I have like an option play that I'm watching throughout the day.
Hey, get water. Hey, for you. You want some more?
Bro, my heart, dude.
Then,
my heart. Oh my god.
He's way past it. He usually asleep by 9 o'clock. He's gonna crash so hard in a minute.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, then once I've made that 1 or 2 trades, I'm done. I stop myself there, and then I'm just watching. And I like to see, and then usually. No, thank you, buddy. Please. Then, and a lot of times I've noticed that stocks that I played today may run again tomorrow. I'll have those in tomorrow, or like Tuesday, like the Monday. I had those stocks in that I played on Tuesday and watch to see if it's going to be a multi-day run or not. So.
Yeah.
Hey, here's for you. I got some water.
Oh man, dude, this is too wholesome for my stream. I'm gonna start having tears here in a minute.
Okay.
Do you have any strategies around FA? It used to be that we could rely on PE or EPS, but nowadays those things get blown way over.
Do you mean Fallen Angel? Is that what he's asking?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, Fallen Angel is the only time I use a Fallen Angel is on a penny stock. And essentially the strategy I use, if I've chosen 1 or 2 stocks to financial analysis.
Oh, okay. Financial analysis.
Not usually financial analysis to me is more of swing trading. So I'm not, like I said earlier, I don't do a whole lot of swing trading. I just don't do a whole lot of investing. I have like a Roth IRA I throw money into, but for the most part I stick with days. I wouldn't want to try to talk about swing trading too much because I'm not as educated on it. Probably should be. I just fell in love with day trading and I stuck with it. Probably Fearless or one of them a whole lot better on swing trading than I am, I'm sure.
Yeah. Parker attacked by his kids. So guys, I want to know if you're in favor of us joining Fearless Trader and 100 Crew Discord together. Can you put a 1 in the chat? Yeah, swing trading right now, old skew it's just not where it's at. Benji says 1. Jeff says 1. Love to see that.
I see Jeff has a question, so that's a good question. Generally I go off each day. I'll look in the morning and see what stocks are moving each morning, and then get off those. And then the day ahead is generally my stocks that were in play previous day. They did if they did a good run and then they consolidated, they didn't like bottom out like a lot of stocks tend to do today. If they did a good run and they kind of plateaued and it's starting to consolidate and volume's still there, I'll still watch them. But generally I just try to pick the stocks that are moving each day. I feel like if I'm trying to keep up with certain stocks every day, I'm more geared towards swing trading, and just for day trading, I like to know what's moving because that's usually where the momentum's at, unless it's a multi-day run. That's a good question.
Gotcha. No, that's a great question. Anything else you like covered, Mr. Parker?
Anything anybody has, I'm good for. I don't. I'm just here like you are to try to help people. So if I don't have the answer, then I'll be honest, tell you I don't have it, and I'll look it up for you. I don't like to talk if I don't know about it.
Yeah, definitely.
So anything anybody has, and
if anyone has any questions for Mr. Parker before we wrap things up here, that would be great. Any questions for Mr. Parker? What do you think about crypto, Parker?
You know, the only thing that bothers me about crypto is how much one man has so much influence on it. That was
it's crazy,
amazing
right?
to see the other day.
Yeah.
Elon Musk can put out a tweet and bottom out Bitcoin. I think there is a future in crypto, especially with today and how technology is. And in the United States, especially, we have a problem with not trusting the government and banks. So if you really dig deep into how crypto works, so there's that aspect of it. So I think there's a future in crypto. I think that just like in the lockdowns first started and a bunch of people flooded the market that had no idea what they were doing, once those are either not in it anymore or they are educated on it, and I see it being something really big. I follow Mark Cuban, and he's real big on Bitcoin and Doge, and I know right now Elon Musk is tweeting out about Doge, and I think almost to the point he's playing with it. He understands, he's smart enough to understand that he has the impact that he does. So I think there's going to be a future there. I think right now it's the wild, wild west, and people are just going crazy with it. So, once it goes out and government realizes that there's a new age of traders coming in that are into it, then you can see something. But I have a little bit in Doge, just like to, because on weekends I get bored when I can't trade, so I like to trade Doge on the weekend just to to make some scalps and sell on the bottoms and try to buy on the top, or sell on tops and try to buy on the bottoms if I can. But I'm not going to dump a bunch of money into it right now, especially with what happened with Elon Musk. But
yeah,
I think there's definitely a future coming at some point. I don't think you would be wrong investing in it. I just wouldn't put a whole bunch of my portfolio into it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Rocket to the moon, though.
Come rocket, let's go!
That is the one thing that scares me, is that you can have something called Come Rocket and people are going to invest in it. So it's a crazy phenomenon. So I've seen crazier things, man. They sent GME up to what, $500, $600 a share,
right?
So you just never know with
you never know,
top
dude.
market, and you just never know.
Yeah,
I missed that move, by the way. I didn't get into GME like I should have.
Yeah,
I think that's where a lot of Atlas made a lot of their money, was on GME.
I think so too.
Try to get that up there.
All right, guys. I think we'll start to wrap stream up here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for listening to Mr. Parker. He has great advice. He's my TNA specialist. We had Mando Trading on today, Fearless Trader. Thank you guys so much for joining stream today. We're going to wrap things up. I'm going to pump up some music, mute myself, hop into chat with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Mr. Parker, do you have any last words to say in the stream?
The only thing I can say is just keep at it. Don't let a loss make you feel like you can't do it, because even the most successful traders are only profitable 60% of the time. If you can keep your losses to a minimum and understand that you are going to have a losing trade, no matter how good you are, just know that anybody can do it. It's there for the taking for literally anybody that wants to invest the time into it. So don't give up, and if you're not in our Discord for some reason, get into it. We have a good one, a lot of good traders. So any questions, I'm always here for it, just like anybody.
100%. Mr. Parker is always around. We're going to have him on stream again very soon. I love Mr. Parker. He's great at his TNA and has lots of really great advice. All right, guys? He's going to grow $100 into $100,000 before you know it. All right? So thank you guys so much for listening today and following. I appreciate every single one of you. I stream every single day. All right, I'll be live again tomorrow and throughout the week, Monday to Friday as well. I'll have a couple live trading streams. You can hit me up then. Thank you guys so much for joining. That's pretty much all I got for you guys today. We had a few amazing traders on today. Fearless Trader, Mando Trading, and Jordan Parker. So as far as that goes, thank you guys so much for listening. And I'll catch you on the other side. All right? Time tomorrow, I'll be streaming at... I'm hopefully going to stream around 1 p.m. EST. All right? We're going to do some studying for the market tomorrow. Monday sort of thing. All right, guys? So that's kind of it, all right? So look for me tomorrow. I'll tweet it out. Thank you guys so much for listening. I will stream tomorrow to Queen of Tesla. I'll be streaming around 1 p.m. EST, all right? Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll see you tomorrow. 100 out.
Step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blaze and Daddy Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn that shit to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geek, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See 6 midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend is acting like a clown. Know what's going down every time that we are down. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show. To a freak show. Hawaii eating rotten apples. Dirty bass that be coming at you. Roller coasters like a supernova. Around the ringmaster, this my tabernacle. See you screaming, I'm like, what for? Oh, you pop? Yeah, I got popcorn. Have them wake up on the wrong lawn, so we won't stop. It's a lost cause. Take a look through the peephole. Yo, everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them leaks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club.